Welcome to part 2 of me reading my old comics. There will only be one other part of this because the next comic I have to read is 31 episodes long. It's my longest comic ever, so it'll probably take a while to read. And in the background of this video, some sketches for one of the upcoming episodes for MARIPOSAS. We'll be reading Galaxy Kids because I said so. There's only one episode, so maybe we'll be able to squeeze in Skip as well. Episode 1. Let's go to this one first because it's technically first. This is technically just me talking about how it's coming back. Alright, I wish I didn't delete all the old episodes because I don't still have any of the saved files. Alright. Natty, get up. Yawn. But I want to sleep more. I made breakfast. Fine, okay. Just get out so I can get ready. I don't want to go to school today. Real. Hey, Natty, your breakfast is on the table. Wow, Desi, so responsible, unlike somebody. Yeah, okay, Mr. 21 still lives in his mom's basement and eats food cooked for you by a 15-year-old. I'm the irresponsible one. Wild. I don't know what I was on. Haha, yeah, but I'll be off to college soon and won't be able to make fun of me anymore. Yikes. Oh, haha, yeah, I forgot about that. What's with the sudden change of mood? Well, the bus is here, we best get going. Is going to college really a good idea? I mean, I've been with him my entire life. I don't know if I'm ready to leave him yet. I don't think he'll be able to handle it. Real. I get that. Hey, Natalie, guess what? Our fave author is having a book signing tomorrow. Wanna come? Hey, where's your twin? Yes, oh, and I think Desi's with his friends, haha. Okay, I can't wait to see you at lunch. Alright, I can't wait. See you at lunch. Hi, Desmond, let's go to lunch. Whoa, she is scary. Real. She's just hangry. What does she wear? How is she wearing a tank top to school and not getting in trouble? Doesn't matter. Natty, get over here. Let's go to lunch. Or, Natty, over here. Let's go get lunch. Yeah, I'm dyslexic. Finally home. Time for a nap. Oop, to be continued. Guess what? It never was. Alright. Let's read the next one, shall we? We're reading Skip as well. Because that's quick. And then I don't think I have anything else that's really quick to read. But this is going to be a short video. Alright, wait. I already read this. Alright. Walking. There's not much talking in this episode. It's just pictures. Crunch. Yeah, this is a random idea. I'll have to give some lore on this one. Oh, and that's actually a really cool, like, title card. Oh my god, I was a genius, dude. And you may be wondering how I got here, ripping my own missing poster off the wall. Oh. Well, good, she's gone. The whole world thinks I'm dead. To be continued. Ooh, spooky. Okay, so the lore behind this one, me and my sibling were talking about it. We were like, imagine if you had, like, so we were skipping songs in Spotify or something, and you're like, imagine if you could just skip people in real life. And then we thought that was such a cool idea, and we were like, we're gonna turn this into a horror comic. It clearly never went anywhere. Maybe I should reboot it. What do you guys think? I don't think there's much else we can. After this point, the audio completely cut out, so I lost all of the footage of me reading, or at least the audio of me reading all of this that I read already. So that is frustrating, definitely. But it's just me looking at my other comic, and I think I could probably do a little voiceover of reading it. But a lot of this was me getting distracted and talking about Dance Gavin Dance halfway through, because that's how I am. But I suppose I can read this now for you. I'm gonna summarize this part just because this is just about me. I was 16 when I made this comic, apparently, but it was just me talking about how I'm just weird and stuff, basically. That's all, and around this point where I'm zooming into the hoodie, I just went on an entire rant about Dance Gavin Dance, in which covers would be the easiest to represent through simple pictures. I don't know why. I think I was trying to fill time, or maybe I was just way too into Dance Gavin Dance, and still am. They came out with an album, though. It was really good. Anyways, I'm starting to go on a little rant again. But, yeah, this comic isn't as old as the other ones. This one's on my new profile, so if you want to read it, it's there, but I do suggest reading Mariposas because Mariposas is much better and it has a storyline and it is beautiful and my background artist is amazing. Anyways, how long is this going to take before I move on from this? I know I spent at least 2 minutes talking about Dance Gavin Dance. Anyways, maybe we should talk about what's going on in the background. I'm trying to draw Charlie cooking. I'm not very good at that. If you saw earlier, I had to go get a reference for that because I'm very ungood at drawing cooking, unfortunately. Also, sorry this video got completely off the rails and it's just a yapping session. My one microphone that actually worked died, so I have to charge that, and I'm too lazy to wait to edit this video. Jeez, how long is it going to take before I move on from this screen? Dude, I've been yapping for ages. The next upcoming episodes of Mariposas are going to be amazing, so you should totally read them. And then I have a super secret spooky comic on the way eventually. Trust, it's going to be amazing. But the Mariposas episodes, one is going to be happy, and one is going to be very sad. And then this one's going to be kind of like the one I'm drawing in the background. It's going to be kind of in the middle of that. Like, it's not going to be bad or good. Oh, hey, look, we're moving on. Okay, this one's called Tests, and it's the ADHD, and it's saying, you want to hear a joke? And I'm like, no, I'm taking a test. And ADHD's like, knock, knock. And I said no. Yeah, and that's the end. In this next episode, there's lore. So this episode, I drew this in class after I found out Dance Gavin Dance came out with, Straight from the Heart and Speed Demon. And it says, when the band you're hyperfixated on uploads a song while you're at school. And that is how I felt in the moment. That's why I drew it. That is how I felt in the moment after I found out Dance Gavin Dance had released Straight from the Heart and Speed Demon while I was in class. Like, they didn't release it while I was in class, but I didn't check the morning before, so I had to listen to it that day. Alright, favorite color. What's your favorite color? Stairs in purple. This one's kind of cringy, but yes, purple is my favorite color. And then after this, I think I just go on a whole rant about my comics and stuff. I wasn't really paying attention. But if you guys want to know super secret lore of Mariposas, I can drop some in this video. So Onyx was actually the first character I made. And if you want to know where I got the idea for the entire comic, okay, so basically, this is crazy lore, by the way. You guys are going to freak out. So basically, I was in Spanish in 2023, and around that time, the Spanish teacher always made us listen to Senor Wooly. And Senor Wooly came out with a song. I don't remember the Spanish words for it, but it was like Antidote of the Dragon or something. But it was something like that. And so basically, what happened, we listened to that, but it was kind of like heavier. It was like a heavier song. And we got to a part somewhere like 4 minutes in, and there was butterflies, and they were just like being normal, and then all of a sudden they start screaming, and I'm like, oh my god, screamo butterflies, Mariposas. And that's why the band is named Mariposas, for the main part. And I was like, I need to turn this into a post-hardcore band, because I also really liked Dance Gavin Dance at that time still. I started liking Dance Gavin Dance in 2022. So, screamo butterflies, Mariposas. And I was like, oh my goodness. So originally the characters were completely different. It was this like green girl with like fire hair. It's like her hair looked like fire. It was those colors. And she seemed pretty cool, but she was like the lead singer and guitarist. That went nowhere, but I was like, I created Onyx one day because I made him based off a playlist. It was something on some app I used called Pixel Studio. And so I saw that, I was like, this is amazing. So I made him, and I was like, wait, he's way too cool not to use for anything. So I'm like, I have to figure out what to use him for. And then I was like, wait, so he could play guitar, right? And be in the band, Mariposas. And then I just kind of scrapped everything else and just created his other members. Like, I had a design for Sophie, but I changed it so much since then. I'll have to find the original. It was for my art final for my intro to art class. But basically, so, and then I had just thought of Sophie and Alex, and then I was like, wait, I need a story if it's gonna be a story. And so I created a storyline, and, like, Onyx, part of his lore, when I was creating his backstory, the song, You Didn't Start a Fire in My Heart, You Started in My House, by Properties of Nature, started playing for for his personality, and I'm like, so that song, basically, from what I gathered from listening to it, and probably not listening too deep, was this girl set this dude's house on fire, and then she died in the fire. And so I'm like, whoa, that's wild. So that was Onyx's backstory, but obviously I changed it, and I can't give away too much. But something kind of like he's gonna get his heart broken. Obviously, that's the main point. But like I can't give away too much, because if I give away too much, then that's gonna be giving away too much. But yeah, the other two were just kind of created, and I was like, well, we need something to happen, and so Alex became sort of the bad guy, if you per se, like if that's how you view them. But definitely don't worry about them, because things are gonna happen. The comic is wild, and you guys are gonna love it. And Minri was, as I said, well, I said in Galaxy Kids, I'm pretty sure that she was a reused character from Galaxy Kids, which is quite true. She was a reused character. I don't know if that was in the main video or not, because it probably got cut out if it wasn't. But yeah, Minri was a reused character. But yeah, thank you for sitting here and listening to me. Yep. Part 3 will be coming soon, and I will make sure the audio does not cut out so you can get the full experience. Thank you for listening. Bye!